I was let go after 9 years working for a company. So instead of crafting a bunch of resumes and sending them out there, I spent last 4 weeks making one drawing. Why? Because I believe it will help me land my next dream job. Am I nuts? Most certainly. And I love it. Welcome to Last Cartoon Hero, the show that sharpens your lines, not your anxiety. In today's video, I will talk a bit about what it takes to create such a detailed art piece. The process, from concept to final stroke, and how I had a mental breakdown, oh no, at the near end, almost scrapping the whole thing. When I learned I was being let go, I started to update my resume, took a week, and gathered courage to send my first job application. This took another week. However, if you're creative, and you probably are if you're watching this video, and have dreams, if you're not a robot, you do, job hunting can be very draining, soul-crushing endeavor, and depressing. But something else happened. The Mission Impossible Final Reckoning trailer dropped, and I loved it. What if I could transform this over 2-minute long video into an illustration on a single A3 sheet of Bristol board? It would be a huge challenge, but also an easily digestible showcase of my unique visual storytelling skills. Easy peasy, Bob's your uncle. How do you adapt a video into a drawing? Where do you even start? I always start with a feeling. Trusting your gut is the best thing you can do. For me, that meant placing the final clip of it and saying, I need you to trust me one last time, at the center, and then zoom out and reveal for the first time, the entire hand-drawn artwork. Then, it involved a lot of brainstorming. Whatever you create, chances are it won't work well the first time or the second or the third. It's part of the process. You keep changing things, you keep improving, and at the end, at the very end, if you're lucky, you arrive at something half decent. The secret sauce wasn't capturing every frame. It would be tedious, it would be boring, it would be just terrible. It was adapting and interpreting. A big part of this was choosing only one appearance per character, except Ethan. Duh! The trailer is over 2 minutes. I divided the layout into 4 chunks, each representing half a minute. Keeping camera pans and flow in mind, I divided that into even smaller grid, the digital frontier. Tom Cruise balancing that drop had to be there as a focal point of the first section. Tom wasn't the only one balancing the drop here. I'm not good at winking. Big Ben! How do you draw detailed cityscapes, landscapes, detailed drawings? You simplified, that's how. Focus on one iconic object like Big Ben, draw only that, silhouette the rest. Same thing with Kremlin, same approach. By the way, did you know that if you go frame by frame in the Kremlin scene, you will notice that bollards don't move an inch? The VFX team was grinding for sure. There, I fixed it. You're welcome, Hollywood. However, if a scene isn't possible to simplify, and that can happen, just drop it. Forget about it. Especially when it's a CGI fest. Now the most enjoyable part, Easter eggs. I'm obsessed with movie spoofs. That's my shtick. That's why I squeezed in references like Bender from Futurama and Milchik from Severance, mainly because the same actor appears in Mission Impossible. If you like good movie spoofs, you would love my upcoming comic book debut. 15 years in the making, I hope to finish this year. Subscribe, so you don't miss it. Here is a supercut of some challenges. Title and 2 company logos. Mission has fewer characters than Impossible. To make them the same length, I widened M and O. Initially, I tried to place logos, company logos, so Paramount and Skydance, in the same narrative spot as the trailer, but eventually moved them to the beginning where they naturally fit. Sometimes the easiest solution is the one that you think about at the very end of your creative brainstorming. Actually, it's most of the time with me. I have no experience drawing weapons and wanted to avoid unnecessary violence. My channel is small and ranks low on YouTube. Didn't want the algorithm flagging anything inappropriate by mistake, so I focus only on melee weapons and showing action in a PG way. Drew plenty of cars before. Pretty good with those cars. Never airplanes or aircraft carriers as such. Solution: lean on your art style, your strengths, and really make them human-like characters with eyes, similar to Pixel's cars. Speaking of airplanes, I struggled so much with biplanes. almost abandoned the project entirely in the third week. It's the first scene you see. I worried poor execution would deter viewers, but I overcome my negative automatic thoughts and pushed through, and I pat myself on the back. Time management, I thought I was good at it, but things always take longer than expected. Hence, the poster video is a pencil sketch, not inked. I ran out of time, classic Ethan Hunt style. Chapter 6. Conclusion. Did I land a job? Drawing this cartoon poster was fun at the start. That became a grind, as typical with big creative projects. I loved every second, trusting the process deeply. Looking back, there are a few things I'll tweak. Let me know if you would like to see that in the inked version. So, did 4 weeks drawing this poster instead of job hunting land me my dream job? Well, not yet. But honestly, zero regrets. Recruiters didn't swarm my inbox, but creating something I'm genuinely proud of feels better than endlessly refreshing LinkedIn. Oh, that LinkedIn. We only get one shot of this existence. Better to try than not at all. Sometimes all you need is one set of eyeballs. If you're still watching this, you're officially a hero. Thank you. Found this helpful or relatable? Struggling artistically or mentally? Trust me, you're not alone. I've been there. 20 years professional artist, battled craft and mental health hurdles. I share my lessons to help you on your creative journey. I said it like an ironic way, but I didn't mean that. It's the way I am. If that's your thing, fantastic. Consider subscribing. I'd love to have you. Till next time.